Welcome to the channel. I'm so happy you're here today because I have a truly inspiring story to share with you. You may have heard people say that learning English takes years, but let me tell you, it's not true. In fact, I was able to learn English in just 5 months. It wasn't easy, and there were many challenges along the way, but with the right strategies and a commitment to practice every single day, I achieved my goal. And the best part? You can do it too. Today, I'm going to share with you the exact steps I took to learn English quickly and how you can apply them to your own journey. Let's get started. Month 1. Building the foundation. When I first started learning English, I didn't know much about how to speak or even how to form basic sentences. I had to start from the very beginning. So my first month was all about laying a strong foundation. 1. Learning basic words and phrases. The first thing I did was learn the most common words and phrases that I would use daily. This was important because without a strong vocabulary, it's hard to communicate. I didn't start by memorizing difficult words. Instead, I focused on words that would help me with everyday situations. Example, I started with simple words like hello, goodbye, thank you, please, sorry, yes, and no. These were words I could use immediately in conversations. Every day I would learn 5 to 10 new words and use them in my sentences. For example, when I entered the kitchen in the morning, I would say to myself, I am making breakfast. This helped me remember these words by using them in real life. 2. Focusing on pronunciation. After learning basic words, I realized that pronunciation was key. It didn't matter if I knew a word if I couldn't say it correctly. So I spent a lot of time practicing pronunciation. Example, a word I struggled with at the beginning was "the." In my native language, we don't have this sound, so I had trouble pronouncing words like this, that, and there. To fix this, I listened to native speakers on YouTube and repeated after them. I would also watch videos where they explained how to pronounce the "thigh" sound correctly by placing my tongue between my teeth. Slowly, my pronunciation improved, and I felt more confident. 3. Learning simple phrases. Once I knew a few words, I moved on to basic phrases that I could use in conversations. These phrases became my everyday language tools. Example, I learned phrases like, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from? And I don't understand. I practiced these phrases every day. In the beginning, I would repeat them out loud even when I was alone at home. It felt a little strange at first, but over time, I got used to it, and speaking English became more natural. Month 2. Listening and speaking every day. Now that I had a foundation of basic words and phrases, I knew I needed to focus on listening and speaking. These are the 2 skills that will help you use English in real life. Without speaking and listening, it's impossible to communicate effectively. 1. Listening to English every day. In my second month, I made it a habit to listen to English every day. I started by watching simple TV shows and YouTube videos with subtitles. This helped me understand the context and learn how words were used in sentences. Example, one of my favorite shows to watch was Friends. It's a comedy, and the characters speak in everyday language. At first, I didn't understand everything, but after watching several episodes, I started recognizing common phrases like, how's it going? What's up? And, I'll be there in a minute. I even started memorizing these lines because they felt familiar. 2. Speaking every day, even alone. Speaking was my biggest challenge, but I knew it was essential to improving my fluency. So I made it a point to speak English every single day. At first, I spoke to myself. Yes, you heard that right. Speaking alone might sound odd, but it worked wonders for me. Example: I would walk around my house and describe everything I was doing. For example, while making breakfast, I would say, "I am cutting vegetables. I am cooking eggs. Now I am putting salt on my food." This constant practice helped me use new words and get comfortable with speaking. 3. Finding a speaking partner. After practicing by myself, I decided to find someone to speak with. I joined online language exchange platforms where I could meet people from all over the world who were also learning English. We would chat through messages and even voice calls. Example: I remember speaking with a language partner from Brazil. At first, our conversations were very basic, but we encouraged each other to speak more. We talked about our favorite movies, hobbies, and even exchanged tips on learning English. Speaking with someone who was also learning helped me feel less shy and more confident in my speaking. Month 3. Expanding vocabulary and understanding grammar. By the third month, I realized that to speak more fluently, I needed to expand my vocabulary and understand grammar better. Vocabulary helps you express yourself, and grammar is the structure that holds everything together. 1. Learning new words. Every day, I continued learning 5 to 10 new words each day, but this time I focused on specific categories like colors, food, hobbies, and emotions. I also started learning phrases that are used in specific situations. Example: one day, I learned words related to emotions. Words like happy, sad, excited, angry, and surprised were useful for me because I could use them in almost any conversation. I remember one day I told my language partner, "I am so happy today because I passed my English test." Using these words made my sentences feel more natural. 2. Understanding grammar. Grammar seemed complicated at first, but I learned to understand it by listening and repeating correct sentences. Instead of memorizing rules, I focused on learning from what I heard and read. Example: one of the first grammar rules I learned was how to use I am, you are, and he, she is in sentences. For example, I would say, "I am studying English, you are learning fast, and he is practicing every day." I also noticed the use of plural forms like we are and they are and practiced them regularly. 3. Reading simple stories. In the third month, I started reading short stories. I chose simple books that were written in easy English and read them aloud. This helped me with both pronunciation and understanding grammar. Example: I read The Little Prince, a simple yet beautiful book that taught me both new words and deep lessons. Every chapter had some new vocabulary, and I would stop to look up words I didn't know. By the end of the book, I had not only learned new words, but also improved my reading comprehension. Month 4. Immersion and confidence building. By the fourth month, I was ready to immerse myself in the language. The more I surrounded myself with English, the faster I was able to improve. 1. Changing my environment to English. I changed everything in my life to English. I switched my phone, social media, and even the settings on my computer to English. This made me more familiar with new words and phrases every time I checked my phone or opened an app. Example: every time I looked at my phone, I would read new words like notifications, settings, and reminder. Even though they were simple, Seeing them every day helped me remember and use them when I was speaking. 2. Daily conversations in English. I set a goal to speak English every day, even if it was just for 15 minutes. I found language partners on apps and made sure to engage in conversations with them. Example: one of my most memorable conversations was with a native English speaker who was learning my language. We helped each other by speaking in each other's languages, which made me feel more comfortable. I spoke about my day, my dreams, and my future plans in English, which helped me build confidence. 3. Thinking in English. I made a conscious effort to think in English. When I was walking to work, I would think about everything around me in English. The trees are green, I can hear birds singing, or this street is very busy. Example: one day I was sitting at a cafe, and I thought about the weather in English. It is sunny today and I feel happy. It felt amazing to think directly in English without having to translate from my native language. Month 5. Mastering fluency and speaking like a native speaker. By the 5th month, I was ready to take my English skills to the next level. I focused on mastering fluency and speaking like a native speaker. 1. Watching without subtitles. I challenged myself to watch TV shows and movies in English without subtitles. At first it was difficult, but I pushed myself. I started understanding more by paying attention to body language, expressions, and tone. Example: I watched a show called Friends without subtitles. In one episode, Ross says, "We were on a break." Even though I didn't understand every word, I could tell from his tone and facial expression that he was arguing with his friends. It helped me learn to understand meaning beyond just the words. 2. Advanced speaking practice. I had conversations with native speakers and learned to express myself more fluently. I practiced storytelling, sharing ideas, and even debating topics like, is technology making us smarter? Example: I joined a debate club where we discussed various topics in English. One time I had to speak about my favorite holiday. I shared why I loved Christmas and how it brought my family together. I realized that the more I spoke, the easier it became. 3. Thinking like a native speaker. I stopped translating everything from my native language to English. I started thinking directly in English. When I needed to say something, I would just say it in English, without any hesitation. Example: if I was thinking about what to have for lunch, I would simply say, "What should I eat for lunch today?" instead of thinking, "What should I eat?" in my language and then translating it. Final thoughts. You can do it too. In just 5 months, I went from not knowing much English to being able to communicate fluently. It wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it. The key was consistency. If I can do it, so can you. Keep practicing, embrace the challenges, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on learning English. Keep practicing, and see you in the next video.